Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Amy Piontek and I'm going to be your instructor for Nursing 451 for the first 8 weeks. And I'm really excited. This is one of my first blended courses to teach. Most of the courses that I teach are all, pretty much all of them are online. So this is a nice change for me and I'm really looking forward to it. So we are going to be meeting on Wednesdays every other week, beginning the second week of the course. So we won't be meeting this Wednesday, but we will be meeting in weeks 2, 4, 6, and 8. And it's in meeting room 3055. And course will begin at 5:30. So I know this week in the discussion board, it basically asks you about to introduce yourself, and go ahead and just write a brief introduction there. But when we meet for the first time, we'll go a little bit more into detail because I really do want to learn a lot about all of you. And I also want to share my history with all of you as well. So if you go into this course, which you're already here, we have the announcements tab, and this is something that I will post most of the time, like a weekly announcement, and it basically just reviews any of the concepts that we had discussed in the previous week, and it also gives you highlights of content for the week to come. I also do assignment reminders in the announcements tab, so it's always a good idea if you you'll get an automatic message that there was an announcement posted through your email, but it's always a good idea just to log in, check the announcements tab, and see if there's any new information for that week. Those announcements I usually post on a Monday. So then the next tab is the Start Here orientation tab. And so you are already watching the Screencast-O-Matic video. The second item is the orientation scavenger hunt. And this is just a really fun idea that I wish I could take credit for, but one of my colleagues had developed it. Really a neat way to navigate through the course, just to get your bearings about where everything is. One question in particular, and I'm just going to highlight this, is office hours. And because everybody has different schedules, office hours will be by appointment. So you'll just contact me through email, send me a day and a time that would work for you, and I'll do my best to accommodate that. And when you access office hours, it's going to be down here through the virtual office hours. There's a link there that when we have that day and time that we're going to be meeting, you're just going to actually click on that link. So the scavenger hunt is here. It's a very low stakes, low risk kind of quiz. It's only worth 2 points, but it's just, again, a fun way to navigate and answer the questions and earn points along the way as well. We also have the ADA and the academic honesty statements here, so you can read those as well. So in the instructor tab, it's information about me, just very brief information, my office number and the location of where my office is. We don't necessarily have to meet face-to-face at the office. If there's a different location that you would like to meet that's more convenient for you, I'm perfectly fine with that. We can also meet through Zoom. Not all the time do students want to meet through Zoom, so if you do better face-to-face, if you have a paper to show me or a project that you're working on and you want that kind of feedback, I can certainly meet you somewhere that's convenient for you. And then my goal is to respond to your emails within 24 hours, if not sooner. If I'm at a conference or I'm out of town for a conference, in other words, and internet isn't working very well and it's been more than 24 hours, just send me another email. The caveat to that is weekends. You know, I try to limit my work on the weekends. I try to do most of my work during the week, so that way on the weekends I can spend time with my family. So if you don't hear from me, if you send me an email on a Saturday, it may not be until Monday morning that you'll get a response from me. But that's not always the case. Sometimes I have a little downtime and can go and check emails. So I will return graded assignments within a week. And for lengthy papers, I usually give it a week and a half to 2 weeks. Sometimes it takes a little longer to get through those lengthier papers. You'll find the syllabus, the rubrics, and the calendar here. And so all of the dates You can enter into your calendar or into your phone. We will, on week 2, go over all of the assignments. So if you're kind of looking at things and you're like, wow, I have no idea what this is, we will talk about each one of the assignments on on Wednesday when we meet of that second week. The syllabus is attached. This is the population health textbook that you will use. Make sure that you have the 6th edition of the APA manual. And all of the rubrics that we're going to be using for assignments is listed here as well. And then just a couple other things that you can read up on. So scrolling back up then, the IT desk, our help desk link is here. So if you have any issues with the Blackboard system or email, you can call the help desk. If you have a Blackboard issue and your email is functioning, I recommend sending an email to help desk and CC me on that as well. So that way then if you're having any problems with Blackboard, chances are other people are too. And that just allows me to notify the entire class that there might be an issue. So of course our modules are here. So we have 8 modules because we're an 8-week course. And so with module 1, again, you'll just complete the orientation process. We're going to be looking at comparing and contrasting the current understanding of concepts of population health and individual health. And we're going to examine the roles of the nurse working in the capacity of population-related health practice. So that's what we're going to be doing for Module 1. So when you go into Module 1 then, great overview about how the how the components of the course work, and then also to the role of the nurse in population health settings. So an introduction to population health video, and of course that scavenger hunt. You can access that through here as well. So going back up then, and we'll talk about Module 2 when we are actually in our second week. You can access the discussion board here. Now, I did not take out the weeks 2, 4, 6, and 8 of the discussion board. You will not have to answer those because we're going to be meeting face-to-face on those weeks. So the only weeks that you need to post in the discussion board is going to be the first week, the third week, the 5th week, and the 7th week. But I just left them up there in the event that you wanted to just take a peek at them. I will open up modules or the discussion board modules 1 week at a time. Okay, so what you see right now is just Module 1, but towards the end of Module 1, I'll be opening up the discussion board for Module 2, and that's kind of how we'll be working throughout the semester, or rather, first half of the semester. And then finally, you'll notice the groups tab, and I'll explain to this what the group project will be, and we will have class time to work on those group projects because I know it's very difficult to get together with your colleagues. So the time meetings, particularly like weeks 2, 4, and 6, you will have time set aside that you can work on those projects together. The project is not due until the very end of the course. And then the virtual office hours tab is here. So when you click on this, it'll bring you to a virtual office hours link. And after you've sent me the email with a day and a time, and I've confirmed that that will also work on my schedule, this is where you'll go to access the link. And there's a toolbar here that gives you all the McHenry tools. And then the last aspect that I wanted to talk to you about, we will talk about the course evaluation later on in the course, but the My Grades section. Anytime you're going to submit anything, whether it be for this class or another class that you're taking, and you submit that through Blackboard, it's always a good idea to go into the My Grades, into your gradebook, and look for that little yellow circle with the exclamation point icon. That indicates that you've successfully submitted the assignment. You should also receive an email after you've submitted an assignment. So if you don't get that email, let me know or let IT know. And then another safety check, like I said, is go into your gradebook and see for that icon. That icon will go away once I have graded that assignment. So I think that pretty much covers everything. Again, I'm just really looking forward to meeting all of you and to teach this blended class. I've taught this class many times before, but it's always been online. So I'm really excited about the engagement that we'll have from week to week, and look forward to meeting all of you. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. The number that is listed, that phone number, actually is a direct link into my cell phone. So if there's anything pressing or pending that you need to get a hold of me immediately, don't hesitate to call. Otherwise, the best way to get a hold of me is through email. So I look forward to meeting all of you, and have a great weekend.